So basically, like Roblox is trying to been crack down on like Brainrot games, cash grabs, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Or I don't know about cash grabs actually, but my main question is, what do you think going forward is going to be like the best option? Like, do you think long-term games are the best option? Like, what do you think overall is just going to be better for to develop to make the most amount of money possible, and like just to maximize CCU?
Yeah. Well, my take on that, and obviously I don't have like a massive game right now. The last time I've had a good amount of players was a few years ago in Jimmy Games, where we had hundreds of players on different meme games. So I can't speak the most to how to make a successful game right now in this instant. But what I can speak to is what the Brainrot games will do. So right now, if you see on the front page, we still have a game called Kick a Lucky Block that just came out, and it has like a million CCU,
Yep.
and it just blew up. And this game is brand new, right? So obviously, Brainrot games are still working, and players still want them. So even if Roblox is going to be cracking down on low quality games, it might not be the games that you think. I don't think there's a way for them to really push back so much against games that have Brainrot in the title, if that's what you think they're talking about. I don't think there's enough force they can give that can push away market demand. So they might say that because they want to please the community, or they want to, maybe they do want to push out more high quality or quote unquote creative games, but that doesn't mean that Brainrot games will go away. They can't, because people want them. Like, people genuinely want those games. So I think it's still worth it to make simple games, even if Roblox is talking about making those games die down, making those games less prominent in the algorithm. That doesn't really matter because players want them. Like, I don't think that Roblox is going to push away the games that literally bring them the most profit, right? So they might be making updates to push out games that have better graphics or whatever. But if players don't want those games, that's just going to fall to the wayside, man. And I know that there's an older audience that want the more complicated games, the games with better graphics, higher fidelity, more things you can do, the next Call of Duty on Roblox. But that audience is still smaller. And even in the older player demographic, I think that people still want simple games on Roblox. People still want to play simulators. They still want to play Steal a Brainrot. Because, why? They're on this device. They're on an iPhone. They're on an iPad. They're on a mobile device. And on that device, it's way easier to play a simple game. They want Candy Crush. They don't want Skyrim. They don't want Elden Ring. They don't want GTA 6 on their phone. It's too hard to play. So even older audiences, believe it or not, want quote-unquote Brainrot games or simulators. And people often go on Roblox just to kind of zone out and play something mindless. They associate it with that. So I don't think Roblox can fully force out those games as much as people think those types of updates could.
Yeah, I just think it's crazy. Like when people are saying, "Oh, Brainrot games are ending," like Creecraft's putting out some videos about that. It's like,
They
man,
can't.
like their biggest games are freaking Grow a Garden, Steal
Yeah.
Brainrot. Like there's no possible way they can actually get rid of these games.
No, they can't end them, and they aren't incentivized to end them. They're incentivized a little bit to tell the community, hey, we're adding these new filters that prevent low-quality games. And maybe they will actually prevent some really low-quality trash games with like base plates and free models on them. But that they aren't going to purposefully kill Steal a Brainrot, because Steal a Brainrot makes them tens of millions of dollars. Like, it makes the owners that much, the people who made the game, but it also makes Roblox a ton of money as well. So they aren't going to purposefully kill their biggest cash cow. So it doesn't make any economic sense for Roblox to actually go and kill off games that have Brainrot in the title. Oh my God, Steal a Brainrot. It has the word Brainrot in it. We have to kick it off. They aren't going to do that. They can't kill Brainrot because that's what kids want. And they also can't kill simulators because, dude, I remember back in 2017, people were playing simulators all the time. Mining simulator, bubblegum simulator. It was a different type of simulator, sure. It didn't have Brainrot characters. There wasn't Tung 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 Sahur or Tralalelo Tralala inside of the frickin' simulators we had back then. But we sure had pets. We sure had, incremental gains. We sure had the progression mechanics. We sure had rebirths. We had the low poly style. That's stuck around for years, and it's stuck around because it's a loop and it's a style that people want and that they like. And devs also like making it too because It's a repeatable format. It's something that they can fill in the blanks with the new characters or the new trend or the new meme, and they have a new simulator just reskinned. That's easy for devs. Devs don't want to have to reinvent the wheel every time they make a game, and that's another reason why these games are successful. And that's why a lot of people get mad about them, because they're like, oh, well, it's a copy-paste game, it's trash. Well, often a copy-paste game, I hate to break it to you, is all that a newer dev or a medium dev or a smaller dev can make. Like, a new dev can't reinvent Roblox genre from scratch every time they make a game. It's going to take years to make something super novel a lot of the time, or super complex with an open world map. And that's what half my channel is against, is making your complex games first, because I've made that mistake. I've done that countless times when I was a newer developer, and it prevented me from actually getting real projects out there. So I don't think that you're going to kill off Brainrot games, and I don't think that devs will want to stop making them. Whatever a Brainrot game is, right? That's kind of a term that we use as like a placeholder to describe, whatever game we don't like, or we're describing games that have Brainrot in the title, or they have a tongue inside of it, So depends what you mean by Brainrot. If you're talking about bottom of the barrel, like free models only, no effort, maybe they're going to cut those games away, but I don't think they can actually kill off a real Brainrot game, because everybody still has an interest in that. Hell, we just saw one blow up.